I think that climate deniers exploit the fact that we scientists talk a lot about uncertainties. Deniers suggest that uncertainty means untrue, which is a completely different way of how we scientists think about uncertainties. Now, we know that we cannot predict future. Climate science relies heavily on modeling because we obviously cannot change the climate deliberately and conduct experiments. A climate model is a mathematical formulation of the physical processes that play a role. For example, fluid motion that is described by the Navier-Stokes equations. By the way, these equations are the same that are used to optimize the flight behavior of airplanes because they demonstrate the flow around the airfoil. We all are easy to use airplanes that have been optimized by these equations and by models. We don't think that uncertainty in that respect equals untrue. Now, once we have this model, we can use that model in order to conduct experiments, like in a virtual laboratory. We can, for example, change the assumptions on, for example, CO2 emissions and see how the climate system reacts. We are able to not only say how future scenarios change the climate system, but we can even say how reliable these results are. That is why in the currently released IPCC reports, you can find words like "it is likely," "very likely," or "almost certain" when we talk about future climate projections. Deniers or skeptics often understand uncertainty as being not true. We understand uncertainty as being not completely under our control. That means we have some variability in the data, for example, that we need to account for. Coming back to your question, why do climate deniers ignore the facts? I don't know that. I think some do it because there's always an alternative opinion in science. Some do it because they have massive political or financial interests in denying the facts. Some of them because they simply don't know better. I hope that with these explanations I could explain the facts a little bit better. And so if you use an airplane that was optimized by a model, then you can also trust the simulations and the methods that are behind climate modeling.